ask Matt about your connection with Jesse James, and I know that started with all the reps that you guys had in the preseason training camp. How did that carry over into that, obviously that touchdown throw the other day, but in what ways has he become such a reliable target for you?
Yeah, I just think, just like you said, with the amount of reps that we got in camp, right when he got here, he was pretty much running with my group every rep. So I think we got a kind of a connection built there, and just that foundation. So just by throwing so many routes to him, I can kind of just tell where his body's going to be. And, I mean, he has a wide range where he's long. And he can go up and get it. And, of course, you guys saw Sunday, he can, of course, go down low and catch the ball also. So, yeah, just that connection was based in camp.
Coach Flip was talking the other day about how with rookie quarterbacks it's peaks and valleys a lot. Has he talked to you about that? And have you done a good job compartmentalizing both the valleys but also the peaks?
No, he hasn't talked to me about that.
Coach Flip also talked about your decisiveness in running. Are you feeling like you're being more decisive when you run with the ball, and what's sort of going into that?
Yeah, I mean, just, being decisive, making decisions, whether it's tucking the ball down a run or just throwing the ball away, throwing the ball to a receiver. So I think the more decisive you are, the faster you'll play and the more successful you'll be. So I'm just trying to be decisive in every aspect.
Justin, how do you want to build on what you did last weekend? What's kind of your tangible goal to try and continue on that upward ascent after last game?
What's my tangible goal?
What's your goals? How do you want to build off of what most would say was your best game as a pro?
Just keep doing the same thing, I guess. I mean, just simple. Just keep working hard every day at practice. Focus on the little things, and keep improving. So it's not that complicated when you look at it.
Did you look at that as your best game as a pro?
So far?
Yeah.
I think I have a pretty good game, but yeah, I would say it was my best game.
What made it that way for you?
What made it my best game? I guess the performance. I don't know. I mean, everybody saw the game. I'm guessing I was here, so just completing the ball, being more decisive, stuff like that.
How do you quantify that with not winning? How do you quantify that progress you feel like you're making but not winning the game?
I mean, yeah, just try to control everything that I can control and, put my team in the best position that I can for us to win the game. So, I mean, sometimes you're going to come out not the way you wanted to, but you just got to go back and keep doing the same thing so it comes out your way.
Justin, both Matt and Flip are very complimentary of the rhythm you played with throughout Sunday's game. I'm curious what your assessment of that was and why you think it may have been a little bit more elevated than it had been.
Just more time, more games under my belt, more snaps. So the more and more snaps I get, just the more comfortable I get. Slows down a little bit.
Justin, last week you told us about the extra meetings you were having with wide receivers. Did anything out of those meetings translate onto the field? Did you see stuff work from those meetings?
I mean, yeah, those meetings just, are for getting us on the same page and pretty much me relaying to them what I'm thinking, during this play or how I want them to run a certain route at a certain depth. So that's just, going to make our connection better and our chemistry better to make sure that myself and the receivers are all on the same page. So, yeah.
What kind of impression did David Montgomery make on you while you were before he got hurt? And what do you envision of this backfield now with Khalil establishing himself as well as part of that mix?
I mean, yeah, David's an offensive leader. He's a vocal leader. He's a hard worker. He's a hard runner. So, of course, we're glad to have him back this week. And I'm assuming that he's not going to skip a beat just based on how hard he works. So I know he was, working hard to get back out there on the field. And I'm excited for both of those guys. But, yeah, I mean, both of those guys are weapons. They can both run the ball hard and they can both block and catch the ball out of the backfield. So I'm excited.
What have you noticed about from tape, like from the Steelers' defense? What are some of their tendencies and things like that have you noticed?
Yeah, they have a great front seven. Of course, they've been running that defensive scheme for a long time now, so they all know it. They're all very experienced in it, most of them. But I mean, yeah, they have a lot of great athletes. Great guys on the edge, great guys at three technique, great linebackers. So it's going to be a challenge for us, but we're excited for the challenge and we're excited to play.
Justin, since going into the Bengals game to right now, where do you feel like you've made the most progress?
I'm not sure. I just feel comfortable all around, just more confident in myself and just, going out there making plays and stuff like that. So I'm not sure like one specific area. I mean, I'm hoping all the areas, but I just feel way better, just in terms of my confidence and just my command of, the huddle and of the offense and kind of telling those guys where to go.
Do you have a priority list of any kind? Is there one thing that you're focused on more than the rest that you really think that's the next step for you?
Flip was telling us about how hard you guys have worked on throwing as you're rolling to the left.
Mhm.
When you're doing that, you're going against the grain. What's the key to throwing an accurate football?
I don't know the specifics. I don't know how to like break it down for you. I just gonna go out there and do it. So I'm just gonna feel how my body moves and stuff like that. But of course, it's balance. I mean, just kind of being able to throw like off platform and kind of just finding that rhythm throwing to the left. So I mean, I don't know, like I'm not gonna break it down for you, but I mean, I just kind of just get a feel for it and just get that rhythm for it.
Was that something you were already comfortable doing in college, or is it just something that you've kind of added to your arsenal since you got to the NFL?
I think baseball kind of helped me with that. So just doing that and throwing on the run. So it kind of just translates over.
Flip was talking about how if you watch that play, when you're rolling left, you can see your leg kind of kick out.
Mhm.
Does that help balance you when you throw there?
I think it does, but I don't know. I've just naturally done that. I don't know why I do that, but yeah, Flip was talking about that in meetings. But yeah, I think I just naturally do that.
When you all bring in the extra offensive tackle, it's obviously helped you guys in the running game, but it takes a receiver out of your route combination. Does that make it more challenging for you to find receivers when you guys do choose to break tendency and pass out of that package?
I mean, yeah, just like I think you answer your own question. I mean, it's either you're gonna get something to give up something. So we're getting more protection, but we're giving up less receivers in the route concept. So I mean, it's either you want more receivers in the route concepts or less protection. So you just have to kind of pick and choose, what plays and what situations you want that extra O-lineman in there to be able to pass protect longer, or you want an extra receiver maybe run the check down or something like that.
Do you have a preference?
Justin, Matt said it's a good thing that there's maybe some urgency that the team feels in here, losing 3 straight, halfway point of the season. How would you describe the way that the team feels, or what you feel, trying to get off of a 3-game losing streak and try and go in the right direction?
Yeah, I mean, of course, none of us want to be in this position that we're in, but we're just gonna, keep doing what we do at practice, and that's just, keep getting better and keep working. So, I mean, personally, me, I'm not really, really focused on those 3 losses. I mean, because we're in this week now, of course, so I'm just focused on this week. But again, I'm just gonna, go out there and practice and focus on today and get better. And we've learned from those past 3 games, and we're just gonna keep learning each and every day.
COVID's obviously been a story around here. Matt missed the game last week. It's obviously going to be something that affects the Packers for the next couple of weeks here. Are you fully vaccinated?
You've obviously played at some big stages in college and now in the NFL, but does it mean anything more to be playing national Monday night game like this?
We already played? No, we played Sunday night. No, it doesn't mean anything more. But just a football game. So. Appreciate it.